Welcome back, everyone. This is week 3 of our course, Economics of Gender. So we learned that the GDP is not that great a measure of well-being. And in this class, that is one of our aims. So what do we do? And the answer is, what we do is, GDP doesn't work. Let's figure out our own measure, right? Figure out what will measure what we are interested in. And in this case, for the HDI, they were interested in income, because if you're poor, it's hard to access things. In education, because if you're educated, you can do better, and in health. So those are the 3 indices they are interested in. But just pause for a minute and realize what they're doing is, it depends on what you're interested in. You have to choose your items. So, for example, maybe it's not in the Human Development Index, but you're living in Seattle in the United States, and you decide what we really need to figure out about our standard of living, our Human Development Index, rent, as students, loans, right? So you have to choose your items based on the question you're asking and the group you're asking it about. Then you have to choose a measure. You're going to have to read the reading to figure out what Amartya Sen and other pioneers for the HDI used. But, it's not enough to just say, I'm interested in that and look for data. You have to figure out what measure actually measures what you're interested in. Maybe it's grades. Maybe it's years of schooling, whatever it is. So choose a measure. Now it gets interesting. So you've chosen your measure. So let's say your income measure is 3,000 and your schooling measure is 12 years of high school. How are you going to put those together? 3,000, 12 years, you put it together. It's just the numbers don't work. 3,000 will swamp 12, well, 12 will disappear. So you have to standardize the measures. And when we go further, we'll figure out different ways in which measures are standardized and how they are used. And then you have to choose your weights. You have to decide what matters more, what matters less. In the HDI, they did 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. But you could decide, I think education should be 2/3. Or you could say, I really think the main thing is health. I want that to up. So you have to choose the weights. It doesn't have to be equal, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, as long as the total adds to 100%, you're fine. So this is what you have to do if you make an index. You have to choose the items, you have to choose the measures, you have to standardize the measures, and choose the weights. 4 steps. And we're going to use these 4 steps through the rest of this unit. Next, before you look at the next video, I just want you to read the first Human Development Index reading, which was the original one that was put out. Just when they put it out, what were they saying? After you read that, we'll come back and learn more.